Personality is only ripe when a man has made the trust his own. Love does not alter the beloved, it alters itself. God creates out of nothing. Wonderful, you say. Yes, to be sure, but he does what is still more wonderful. He makes saints out of sinners. There is nothing with which every man is so afraid as getting to know how enormously much he is capable of doing and becoming. It is so hard to believe because it is so hard to obey. How absurd men are! They never use the liberties they have, they demand those they do not have. They have freedom of thought. They demand freedom of speech. Anxiety is the dizziness of freedom. At the bottom of enmity between strangers lies indifference. Life has its own hidden forces, which you can only discover by living. It belongs to the imperfection of everything human that man can only attain his desire by passing through its opposite. The truth is a snare. You cannot have it without being caught. You cannot have the truth in such a way that you catch it, but only in such a way that it catches you. Not just in commerce but in the world of ideas too, our age is putting on a veritable clearance sale. Everything can be had so dirt cheap that one begins to wonder whether, in the end, anyone will want to make a bid. Marriage brings one into fatal connection with custom and tradition, and traditions and customs are like the wind and weather, altogether incalculable. The tyrant dies and his rule is over. The martyr dies and his rule begins. People understand me so poorly that they don't even understand my complaint about them not understanding me. Boredom is the root of all evil, the despairing refusal to be oneself. Patience is necessary, and one cannot reap immediately where one has sown. Face the facts of being what you are, for that is what changes what you are. Take away paradox from the thinker and you have a professor. The function of prayer is not to influence God, but rather to change the nature of the one who prays. Our life always expresses the result of our dominant thoughts. Love is all, it gives all, and it takes all. The highest and most beautiful things in life are not to be heard about, nor read about, nor seen, but, if one will, are to be lived. Prayer does not change God, but it changes him who prays. Don't forget to love yourself. People demand freedom of speech as a compensation for the freedom of thought which they seldom use. To dare is to lose one's footing momentarily. Not to dare is to lose oneself. Once you label me, you negate me. Life is not a problem to be solved, but a reality to be experienced. Life can only be understood backwards, but it must be lived forwards. If you don't have many friends, that means you have a lot of life experience.
Subscribe this channel. Press the bell icon. Thanks for watching.